Hey, it's currently 3 a.m. Actually, it's 2:51. But as you guys know, I got a new camera, if you couldn't tell. But what you didn't know is that camera came with a mic. And this is her. And I thought we would use it for a video that I was going to film today. And then I didn't feel like it. But now we're here. And it's 3 a.m. And I'm very much a thought daughter. And have I always wanted a podcast? Yes. Do I have a podcast microphone and setup and all that other stuff? Also, yes, it's sitting in the top of my closet. But are we going to use this mic instead? Yes, we are. Because you know what? I feel like this is a lot more cozy. We're in my dorm bed. We're having some late night thoughts. It's just me, and all the thought daughters out there. Thought daughter tendencies. I feel like every time it's 3 a.m., every time 3 a.m. rolls around, it's just like my thoughts are just like amplified. It's like times 10, times 10. And I don't even know where I want to start tonight, but I just know it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. And it's something new I've never done on my channel. I've always wanted to do this. Like, I've always wanted a podcast, but I never thought I could just do like a little segment on my actual YouTube channel. So I'm grateful for vlogmas for pushing me to be more creative. Let's start there. The lack of creativity I've been having lately is really starting to stress me out because I feel like being creative is such like an outlet for me that when I'm not doing something creative, I kind of feel like a robot in a way. And I don't even mean being creative as like doing YouTube and editing and like making different types of content and filming from different angles. I mean like creative and like such a more broad aspect. Like when I was at home, many people don't know this, but at home in New Jersey, I have very much a 2020 room. I painted my whole entire wall. Like y'all see how like I have walls in here that are blank. Imagine these walls in my house, they were blue, but imagine they were painted with acrylic paint, like 2020 type vibe. If you know, you know. But that's exactly what my room was. I used to just like go painting in the park with my friends over the summer. I used to play the piano. I don't know, just like different stuff. I used to read a lot more than I do now. I don't know, but like lately I've been feeling like a bot. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because classes and stuff are catching up, but I don't know. I am a junior/senior in college now. I will be a senior in the spring, aka spring semester, so January. So like in a month from now, I will be a senior, and that is starting to stress me out. Marketing is something that I think I could be creative in, but still, like, it's the fact that it's my future is what's stressing me out. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's normal, but for somebody like me, like I am a very like I don't want to say type A, but I'm very much like I need to know what's next. I feel like school is all I've known, and that goes for everybody. Like school is the only thing that we have known for years. So of course everybody's gonna be a little bit like, okay, like what's next? But for me, like I am such like a proactive type of person in a way that I just feel like the fact that like my future is unknown is actually like making me go insane, and not in like a fear type of way, but in like, oh my gosh, like what the fuck is going on? It doesn't make sense to anybody. I don't even know how to explain myself, but it's just like such like a different thing that I'm feeling lately. And honestly, let's talk about college in general. How I feel like college in general was just such like a fever dream in a way. I feel like I had all these expectations of college and what I wanted out of it and what I expected it to be, and I feel like it was the exact opposite, if not worse. I'm not saying I hated college. I definitely did enjoy parts of it, but it was just not what I was expecting because let's get real into these 3 a.m. thoughts. Y'all, I feel like in high school I was questioning myself a lot, but in college, I thought I was going to be able to find myself and be so sure of who I was, but I feel like that pipeline of like self growth and finding your authentic self and like meeting all these different people just kind of like exploded in my face. I have no idea how to put that, but I feel like I was so lost for such a long time, and obviously I still am, but like I don't know. I felt like, okay, maybe because I did a drastic change for college. Like, it's not normal to move 5 states away for college, if I'm being honest. A lot of the times people stay in their state, their hometown, like, not their hometown, but their home state or the surrounding states. No, I went from the north to the south, 5 states away. Like, that was not normal. It was, of course, a cultural difference, but, like, I mean it that I felt like coming into college, I was so excited because I was going to meet all these friends. I went to a PWI high school, so I was like, people are finally going to be interested in me. I'm going to, like, join all these clubs, be involved in campus, hang out with, like, these people, do this stuff, do that. And it was just not like that. And it made me question a lot, like, okay, like, what's wrong with me that I'm not enjoying my college career when I see all these other people are. Like, I had very much FOMO of all of my hometown friends who had fun in the state that they stayed in, but I wanted to be different and go out of state so I could get a different experience, when in reality I could have stayed in state and have as much fun as all these other people, and I'm not having that fun. So it was just very much like college exploded in my face. And then I feel like I've only met, like, superficial people. Atlanta is full of superficial people. I knew that before coming here, but even when you try and find, like, your tribe, I've been looking a lot into that lately. And I genuinely do not think that I'm going to find my tribe for a long time. And that's perfectly okay. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of the people in Atlanta are just not the type of people that I want to be around forever. And that doesn't mean everybody. Like, I have my little group of friends right now who I think are, like, a solid group of friends. But at the same time, I feel like everybody outside of them is weird. It's a little bit weird. Like, I feel like a lot of the people I talk to are almost, like, mindless. Like, okay, for me personally, y'all, if I want to pursue you in any type of way, like, you may be as physically attractive as you possibly can be, but, like, if your mind is just, like, if you lack mental capacity, if you lack intelligence, if your mind isn't, like, broad, if you're not a big thinker, like, I cannot fuck with you. Like, I don't even know how to word it for real, but, like, if your mind is not, like, interesting to me, like, I cannot hold a conversation with you. I cannot force myself to be interested with you. And a lot of these niggas, a lot of these females, a lot of these baddies, a lot of these just, like, fashion niggas, like, a lot of these people that you be seeing are not, like, they just are not here. I don't want to say not here, but it's just like, I feel like I have never had a meaningful conversation with them. And again, I feel like in college it is very hard to get to the point of having a meaningful conversation with you, but it's not that hard either. I don't know, but maybe that's just another difference too that I'm, like, kind of learning, because I feel like I have always been the type of person that people go to for help, or, like, just people say I have, like, an inviting energy. So whenever I was in the high school, middle school, like, anything, people would come to me and just start talking to me about their life, even in, like, random situations. Like, for example, I was a waitress at this, like, fanciest restaurant, and it was kind of, like, catered towards old people, I'd say. Like, sometimes I'd work in the morning, and let's be real, nobody goes out to breakfast anymore, so it was only old people. And this old lady would just spill her life. I vividly remember this. I was, like, 17, 18 at the time, and this lady would just come in all the time and just, like, start yapping to me about her kids who are, like, 40 now, and how they don't really talk to her, and how her husband recently passed away, bless her heart. But, like, I just remember, like, I was just, like, asked my boss one day, and he was like, does she bother you? And I'm like, no, but I'm just confused as to why she just tells me everything. And honestly, when I got to college, I feel like that kind of almost stopped, but also it kind of amplified. So I don't really know if it's just, like, the fact that, like, the cultural difference, I guess, between the North and the South, or it's just the fact that we're growing up and people kind of do, like, shut their mouths a little bit more. But maybe that's why I feel that you can't have, like, a meaningful conversation with a lot of the people I met out here. But at the same time, I don't really know y'all, because I feel like a conversation is a conversation. Like, like, I don't know, maybe I'm, like, meeting the wrong people, or I don't know the right people yet. But I'm just saying, like, it goes all back to the fact that I just feel like college is just, like, a big old for me. It just kind of exploded in my face. And I feel like I'm coming to terms with it, especially because it's coming to the end for me, that I just kind of want to turn everything around and make sure I have at least one good year of school. I hear everybody says that if you don't like your freshman and sophomore year of college, you love your junior and senior year of college. And I feel like I'm a junior and senior year type of girl because this is my, like, this fall semester was probably the most fun year of college I have ever had. And maybe that's because I started going out to bars and like clubs and stuff like that. Whereas my freshman and sophomore year, I was very much like a dorm party girl, like a going to campus events type of girl. Even then, I didn't even do that too much. Like, if anybody out here is watching this and hasn't gone to college, hasn't gone to college yet, make sure you get involved on campus, because that was my mistake. But next, y'all, my birthday is coming up. My birthday is next month, at the end of the month, January 27th, and I'm turning 21. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I can't believe, like, it's here. It's kind of like, it almost doesn't feel real. Like, again, it feels like a fever dream. But the thing is, birthdays are such trauma for me, and I don't know why, because as long as can remember, I have always been a girl to have, like, a birthday party. I had a sweet 16, y'all. I had a sweet 16. Was it at an American Legion? Yes. Was it, like, maybe $1,000 total to make when I knew people who were having, like, $10,000 sweet 16s? Yes. But it doesn't matter. I still had one. And then, like, growing up, I used to be the girl who had, like, Bounce You birthday parties, who had, like, what else is there? Like, trampoline park birthday parties, like bowling alleys, laser tag, stuff like that. And now that I'm getting older, I really just don't care about my birthdays. And I feel like I'm starting to develop a fear of people not showing up for me. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy to say out loud. But I feel like that's, like, such a genuine fear to have, because if you guys watch, this is why I love documenting my life, because I can just reference it. Last year, my birthday, I turned 20, and I went out to breakfast by myself. If you go back 2 years ago, it's up on my channel too, which is crazy. For my 19th birthday, I also went out to breakfast by myself. And in that video, I cried. I deadass cried to you guys on the internet. I have no idea how many views it is. I have no idea how many views it has. I have no idea how many people are judging me for it. I don't care. But my birthday last year, I kind of felt comfort in the fact that I took myself out. Like, I really enjoyed myself, and that was the first time I went on, like, a solo date for real, like, restaurant, like a restaurant, and sat by myself in public, and it was busy in that restaurant too, and I had the worst seat ever. Like, I was at a table in between two other, like, tables of people. It was just really weird, but I did it, and nonetheless I had a great time. And I feel like I enjoy that because I showed up for myself and I didn't need anybody else to. Like, this year for my birthday, I originally wanted to go to Aspen, Colorado, and I just consumed myself with worry about the fact that people wouldn't show up for me in the way that I wanted them to. Like, I feel like people would show up, but not in the way that I wanted them to, not the way I felt like I deserved. And I also feel like, not for nothing, I'm nobody's favorite friend. And that's okay too. I've accepted it. I'm not like saying any of this to make you guys feel bad, but I'm saying this because I feel like, from a realistic perspective, like, birthdays just aren't the same. Like, I'm feeling like the only thing that I want for my birthday is to have myself, like, to have my own back. Like, I'm my own favorite person, and that's all I need type vibe. So this year for my 21st birthday, even though I'm not going to go to Aspen, Colorado to do a ski trip or go on a solo trip, because I want to go on a solo trip for real so badly, but my parents said I'm not old enough yet because, you know, sex trafficking, stuff like that, which is very real. But I think this year for my birthday, I'm just going to do, like, a bunch of little stuff by myself. Like, maybe get a tattoo, get a piercing that I've been wanting, stuff like that. And I feel like I'm going to enjoy. Like, I feel like there's so much treasure in just taking care of yourself. And I'm learning that more and more as I'm, like, getting a little bit older now. Because it's just crazy that you really realize you only have you. Like, after I graduate college and I don't have roommates, if I end up going back to New Jersey or staying out here, which is another big thing that's stressing me out, I feel like it's really just going to be, like, me versus me, no matter what, no matter where I am, because all my college friends, no matter here or in New Jersey, will still be in school. Like, they'll be in their last semester of their senior year, but I will be in life. Like, what do people do? Like, just get a gym membership? And who is gonna be my husband? That is another thing. Who is gonna be my husband? Yeah, where's my Squishmallow? Oh, this is Sophie, everybody, if you haven't met her. She's so cute. And this is my other stuffed animal. He doesn't have a name. He's on the sad side because the other side is kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, these are my friends right now, my 3 a.m. friends. I don't remember what I was talking about, but how long have I been yapping? Probably too long. If you guys like this idea of the... Ooh, I'm just realizing how this might not have been a good idea to use the mic because I am definitely still sick. Y'all, I've been sick since the first day of Vlogmas, and this is what Vlogmas Day 10. Insane. Anyways, I need to end this right now because I've been talking for maybe 15 minutes straight. This is kind of like a therapy session in a way, but more so 3 a.m. thoughts of a 20-year-old girl who is completely lost. Completely lost. And you know what? I hope one of you are too because that'll make me feel better. Anyways, my DMs are always open if you want to explore some of these topics with me because I have a lot to say because you know what? I'm not one of those people that I was talking about that aren't like this. I need to stop. Anyways, I love you guys and tomorrow we'll actually be back with the vlog. Today was just a day. Okay. Love you.